It is Freedom Friday, and as always, we normally have a guest, and today I wanted to take some time to just share with you what we've been discovering. We've been doing a lot of research, we've been doing a lot of soul searching, all kinds of fun stuff. We've been rebuilding our value ladder. There's all kinds of conversations around that. Yet, most importantly, I wanted you to hear about what we've discovered about our branding, what we're still working on, and to have an opportunity to join us and learn with us. So first of all, if you only listen to the first few minutes, ask me on a private message, in an email, on a text, whatever you prefer, about a new Q&A group that we are starting. It's a free Q&A group. It'll be on Monday afternoons for the Pacific time, the Eastern time. It'll be at lunchtime for Pacific time. So 12 o'clock Pacific time, 3 o'clock Eastern. As you know, we cover a lot of territory, and I'm not positive on all the other country times, but you're welcome to join us, and we'd love to have you. It is going to be a 1 hour commitment, and you can pop in and pop out. You just need to register on our Zoom, and I'll send you the invite. Yet your opportunity is to hear in the first 5 to 10 minutes, mostly 5. We attempt to make sure we open it up for the questions. We're going to go over some habits, thought patterns, things that we've learned, tested, opportunities that we've discovered that make an impact on an individual, removing the unstuck mindset, defeating destructive mindset, really owning their leadership and being purposeful about how they show up in their business and their personal life and everything that's happening just day to day. And in the season we all are experiencing, there's always so much happening. And we really want to provide some opportunity just to always build community, always just answer and support and be a healthy, safe, comfortable space to grow and to share and to ask questions. And having experienced a few others Q&A groups, I have learned the value of being purposeful about this and to build our own platform, our own stage, and be a resource to our friends, our clients, our future clients, whoever that may be. So at the end of the day, as you walk into this Freedom Friday, as you know, we talk about leadership and the journey we've been on. And number one, that's about owning our own leadership. And as some of you know, it is a family company, and there's all kinds of fun in that leadership journey. Yeah, what I want to talk to you specifically about is the awareness of how you learn to exchange value. Business is all about exchanging value and learning when you're being purposeful about learning how you share your value, how it's valuable, and what people are willing to exchange for that. We go through layers. When I was a brand new coach, I learned a really unhealthy lesson, and I was charging very little. I have lots of beautiful clients that took full advantage of that. Many of them have told me, you charge me way too little. I remember the first year, one of my clients said, you should have been charging me $1,000 a month. I would have got the $1,000 a month value and then some. And so over the years, I've had to purposely restructure and determine, how do I determine the value per hour? How do I determine the value of how we build our programs, et cetera? We are literally in the midst of then rebuilding courses and rebuilding the structures. There's just so many things happening behind the scenes, and we'll be rolling out each one as we move forward. Yeah, we just want to make sure we're staying in purpose and continuing to provide value and be transparent and be honest about the aspect that, we're just as human as the next person. And as we build, we also get to discover what that means to our current clientele, to our future clientele, how we build moving forward. I know I'm being a little vague in all the details, yet we're still putting all the pieces of that together. So thank you for your patience with that. And that's why we want to start building that Q&A as well. So a couple of things to walk away with, if you've taken the time to listen to the whole video today, is I've always said, all the years I've been building this business, we meet people where they are. We determine what they need to reframe, be purposeful about, discover what they truly love, what they're going to be passionate about. I remember years ago, I worked with a broker, one of my first brokers, and he used to say there's 4 things that are required for every top leader in their industry. Number 1, to be on time. So many people are challenged with that. Number two, to do what you say you're going to do. Again, so many people challenged with that. And by the way, Harvard did a research and they discovered that 200% increase in effectiveness when they discovered what integrity truly meant. And sometimes it's about saying, you know, I committed to something and I'm not able to do that. And we've got a couple of things we're working on with that as well. Yet, when you tell somebody, this is not something I'm no longer able to move forward in, this is what I'm able to do, and you move forward together with that, then you formed a new form of integrity and you move forward. And that's a whole nother conversation. There, the other, be on time, do what you say you're going to do. And one of them was, and you'll have to ask me about the fourth one later, but the one that I love to debate about was the drive, that he always believed that you can't teach drive. And I 100% believe that everybody has some form of drive. They're committed, even if it means sitting, they're committed to sitting on their couch. If it means they're committed to not answering a phone call, if they're committed to not making themselves a priority, there is a drive to that. And yet sometimes it's painful. And so what we discover in our coaching arena is that we help them discover what evidence is accurate and what evidence they need to reframe. And reframing evidence or reframing habits is a major process. So we get to help with that. And we have tools for that. We have all kinds of fun stuff for that. That is why we call our Q&A session, Do What You Love Again. Or it is an opportunity for people to discover what is in the way of getting to the point A to point B, where you are, where you want to be. And, you know, one of the challenges we all have is we think that we want to be told what to do, or we think that we want a certain thing, and we go to a guide or a coach or a professional in the industry, and we discover if they're brave enough, if they're courageous enough, and if they're choosing to lead, they're going to tell you what you need, not what you want. And that's a really powerful statement. So if that's what you walk away from this Freedom Friday today, surround yourself with people that will tell you what you need, not what you want to hear. Now, by the way, sometimes they can align, or they will align. Sometimes they won't. And if you've earned trust with an individual and you've maintained and sustained that trust, you can trust when they tell you and or share with you what you need and not what you want. There are beautiful blessings to those types of relationships. So have an amazing weekend. Enjoy. Feel free to share, ask me questions. I've been sending and inviting some people already, and we're going to invite everybody in. We're going to maintain it, and we're going to continue this every week on Mondays afternoons to get your week started being purposeful and focused and owning your leadership and loving what you do so you can be who you want to be. Enjoy. Have an amazing week. Bye, everyone.